Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you for visiting my channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. Please check out my other video titles. All of my videos all of my readings are meant to be timeless. However, some of them do have dates. We do our Spiritual Sapience, which is daily spiritual guidance. However, they are not necessarily connected to that date. And very rarely do I do a reading attached to a zodiac event or astrological event or zodiac sign in particular. I try not to focus on the zodiac signs during general readings. If I do zodiac readings, then they will be listed as by sign. So today we're going to do a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. If you need a personal reading, my contact information is in the description box. So we are going to use quite a few oracle decks, and we're going to have the Illustrated Herbiary, the Enchanted Blossoms, the Sacred Destiny, the Eye of Zen, the Power of Love. For our tarot, we'll use the Muse Tarot, as well as my Crystal Visions Clarification deck. So everything has been pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle on camera. And I will read only when I feel it's necessary, and usually it's from this one and this one. So we're going to get started. I'm going to pull from this deck first, and then I'm going to put the rest to the side, and I will pull from them as I feel guided. So let's get started on this reading. I hope you are well. And please know that I read as I read. If I'm not here to sugarcoat any messages, I read what energies come through. If it's pleasant, it's pleasant. If it's not, generally there's a reason. Grace. Grace. Definitely grace. I love the feminine grace energy. Living in grace is a complex and deeply emotional experience. It involves opening yourself up to and accepting the joys and gifts of life, including love, compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude. Grace is the measure of a life well lived. Pursue the pinnacle of who you are meant to be, unburdened by the heaviness of life. This card is calling you to let go of inhibitions and trust in a higher force to carry you to where you are meant to be. Accept who you are completely, with the flaws and the gifts, and be grateful for all experiences and emotions. They make us genuinely alive and help create the amazing person we are. So live in gratitude and grace, forgiveness, and get into that high vibration energy and be receptive to receive all of the positive frequencies that come with being in a really high vibration. Okay, so we're going to pull an oracle card for this side. This is going to be the Sacred Destiny. So this whole reading is about being in your divine grace and allowing grace to uplift you. And I like the term feminine grace because it's a very feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be just regarding feminines. Security. This is about just having the basic necessities and being grateful for all of the basic necessity things, the things that you require in order to feel secure and that you are in a position where you can thrive. So we'll take a couple of tarot cards on this security and grace. Abundance is an extension of having the things that you need to feel secure, but gratitude is being in that frequency of grace, as being grateful for all of the things that you have been given. And sometimes, you know, we don't always feel secure, and being able to reflect in a moment where you feel like you have everything you need to thrive is such an important vibration to be in. And here we have the Magician. Everything you need to thrive. You have everything you need. And you have everything you need to feel secure and abundant and to create from that frequency. This is the Muse of Inspiration, the King of Wands. This is a person who plans, who is planning to create from their inspiration. This is passion. This is intense. And using that intensity, kind of like the magician's wand, to create something from this baseline set of this baseline frequency of security. Here we have the Queen of Voices, Queen of Swords. So this is clarity, speaking your truth, knowing your truth, knowing what inspires you, and not getting confused in too many overwhelming ideas. Here we have the Ace of Emotions, the Ace of Cups. This is kind of a new level of emotions. This is regarding that being grateful and being in that grace, feminine grace frequency. That's the emotional place where you're going to feel secure, is being in that feminine frequency, feminine grace frequency. And from there, you can manifest, create, and really thrive in your really high vibe energy. Here's the Three of Cups. Absolutely. All of these high vibe, beautiful, graceful, feminine energies are what get you into the frequency of union with within yourself and with your twin. Here is the Knight of Cups, talking about twin. This Knight of Cups wants to bring in this Ace of Cups because they sense this really high vibrational frequency. Really kind of amazing how that all happens. You are standing in your truth. You are identifying what frequency you want to resonate and vibrate. And you are using that to fuel your inspiration, to create, because that enhances that sense of security and flowing that gratitude energy, being in that graceful abundance and being grateful for all that you are able to manifest from this baseline of the basic needs. Then you are just thriving. And as you thrive and as you create and as you manifest and as you are releasing any lower vibration energies, and you're in this beautiful, graceful energy where you're not bumping along in from one emotional, trigger to another, you are just flowing. You're flowing in this grace, this absolute beautiful flowing energy that you're manifesting. And of course that's going to capture the attention of the twin. There's, see, the twin. Six of Emotions. That's your soulmate connection. I'm going to leave that there for right now, and I am going to take, this is from the Power of Love Oracle, and I just saw Purpose. This could be tied to what you're creating, could be tied to your divine purpose or your mission. Let's see what energies. Oh, Discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion, which is really important to be able to maintain and sustain this graceful energy. This is the Queen of Swords, is the Queen of Discernment. You are able now to really stabilize your emotions because you know what love, the difference between love and being in fear, or love and what codependency is, and truth from illusion. You have that figured out with that Queen of Swords energy. So let's take some tarot on this side. What is this discernment? Ace of Swords. Ace of Voices. Absolute discernment. Absolute clarity. Truth. The resonance of truth. And you've used your discernment to identify your authentic truth. Here's the Three of Wands. There's that manifestation. You've already planned all this out as the King of Wands, but now you are absolutely manifesting. You are standing on the brink, waiting for all the good things that you have, that are on your vibrational match to come to you. Because you are standing in your enlightened truth, which allows you to be in this graceful energy because you're not disrupted by lower frequencies. Oh, this is a beautiful reading. The Hermit. That goes along with our spiritual sapience for today. You may want to check out that spiritual sapience. But the Hermit is somebody who is identifying their spiritual truth, who is doing some research, who is taking some time away to explore and to clarify with discernment what their spiritual truth is. Two of Pentacles. That's a struggling and juggling card. This is somebody trying to attain balance. So you're trying to figure out where your spiritual harmonious point is, where you feel like you're balanced in the energies. And you've taken some time out to create that balance in this new energy of grace, this higher vibrational energy of grace, authentic truth, and your overwhelming sense of security. And that security to me is also self-love. We feel very secure in ourselves when we have attained a point of self-love. Here is the King of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. This is mastery. You are mastering your truth. You have overcome any clingy, codependent behaviors. You are able to detach from lower vibrational energies. There is the Tower in reverse. Something is being reconstructed in this new grace energy. And Two of Wands. So we have two twos, and twos are decisions, choices. So the Two of Wands is right before the Three of Wands, which is you're choosing to filter out using your discernment, your King of Swords, your Queen of Swords. You're filtering out what is no longer in spiritual harmony with you. And there is the Five of Voices. That's what is disharmonious about you. The Five of Voices is Five of Swords. That's self-sabotaging. You're filtering out any kind of energies or experiences or people that are no longer harmonious with you in this new energy, which is bravo. Okay, we're going to take a couple of the Eye of Zen cards. Family. The conflict is resolved. The healing has begun. Bingo. Right there. There was some sort of disharmonious situation in your family, and now you have overcome that. So if that resonates for you, because you applied this grace and discernment and stood in your authentic truth, which is good. You know, you can be codependent with family members as well, not only in loving relationships or romantic relationships, but with family. You can be very codependent. I was raised to be very codependent on my family as far as, you know, self-sacrificing my own happiness to attend to the needs of others. And it was a very codependent relationship, and it took a lot to break out of that. And at some point, you know, I really had to, I wasn't very graceful about it. I'm just going to say that. At some point, I stood in my truth and just spoke my truth and decided that I was not going to allow anything that was challenging my new vibration, frequency. I just don't allow it in my life anymore. And it restored a lot of balance to me. It took a lot of courage because it's always difficult when you're dealing with somebody that is a family member or an entire family, like in my case. Anything else? I don't know if there are any other messages from this deck. One more time. See if there's anything else. Okay. Letter. They are reaching out to communicate. News or messages are coming in soon. Again, check out the Spiritual Sapience for September 1st. There was definitely something about some communication. And there might be somebody is sending you a letter to... maybe I feel like it's an apology. I feel like that's where this healing is going to come in. That there's been some sort of disruption in a family. Really a very... it's like you were being sabotaged. And you were allowing it because then it's self-sabotage. And you then had to make some really difficult choices. And because of that, you released a lot of lower vibration energy from somebody around you. You had to use your discernment. You had to speak your truth. And because of that, you kind of retreated from everything. And here was the Tower. It has to be reconstructed now on your terms. And so you stood in your truth, and you then elevated to that level of grace and security and reestablished your security. And now there's like some communication coming in where somebody wants to kind of redefine the relationship in this higher frequency. The Knight of Swords. Usually that's something coming in quickly. Ace of Cups. I'm clarifying what this family and this letter is about. Two of Cups. Definitely some sort of a relationship that they want a new emotional beginning. They want to communicate something. It's probably something that they want to bring to you, this letter, and they want to kind of clear the air with the emotional and have a fresh start. We have the Ace of Cups twice. What about family? Is this a family member? Three of Wands. Tell me about this family member. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Could be a karmic. Somebody in your family that's karmic. It could be some sort of maybe three, it feels like three sisters. Page of Pentacles. Feels like you're the grounded one. But this is definitely a relationship, and it feels like there's three. We have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Three of Wands. It's like they're three sisters is what I'm feeling. Or three siblings. On the bottom, the Moon. And then if I look on the bottom here, the Moon. Feels like three sisters, three feminine energies, and some of it is... Some of that relationship has been really very emotional. There's been some emotional upheaval. All right, we're going to take one of the herbiary and round this reading up. So as you enter this conversation, or you allow this healing to be receptive to this healing, again, check out that Spiritual Sapiens reading. Be in that energy of grace and gratitude, even if this relationship can't go any further, or these relationships can't go any further. See, here we have 3 here, another 3. It's 3 sisters. It's like there's been some sort of upheaval with 3 sisters, and one sister was like left out in the cold. This is ripple outward, self-heal. Yes. Ripple outward, self-heal. This had a rippling effect in the family, and now it is time to be in your higher elevation that you've learned from this, but now be in this higher frequency as you try to heal this relationship, as they bring forward to you these messages of trying to reconnect. All right. I hope that helps. Namaste.